Winning first half by the Chicago Bulls in this game against the Indiana Pacers. They're doing exactly what I did not want the Bulls to do in this game. They are trying to get into a scoring match with the number one offense in the league, and it's just not going to work out in their favor if they can't dig in defensively. 63 to 52. The Bulls are down by 11 points at the end of this first half. And only double digit scores we have. Patrick Williams, 6 of 8 with 14 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Good, solid game from Patrick Williams so far. DeMar DeRozan, 5 of 10 for 10 points. But it's a bunch of nothing other than that. Andre Drummond's 3 of 8 with 12 rebounds. He does have 1 steal. But this is what we talked about with spacing with Andre Drummond, things like that. 5 offensive rebounds. About 3 of those are off his own misses. You got Alex Caruso with 8 points. He's 3 of 5. Kobe White, now 0 for 16 shooting 3-pointers. He's 2 of 11 overall from the field in this game. 4 points, but 3 rebounds, 2 assists in this game. And then Ayo Dosunmu with 6 off the bench. Dalen Terry with 4 points off the bench, surprisingly. Some really good defense as well. But this Bulls team struggling right now, and they're doing that because they're not digging in defensively. They are trying to get into a scoring with the team that they can't score with. They can't score with this team. And so as long as the Bulls are making this or trying to make this a scoring matchup where you're just trying to outscore the other team, the Bulls are destined to lose it when it comes like this. So Tyrese Halliburton hitting shots from Jesus range. Like, the Bulls got to dig in defensively in this game, guys. They have to. If they want to really be in this game, if they really want to put up a fight in this, you have to dig in defensively. And this ain't it. This ain't it. What the Bulls are giving right now, this strictly ain't it. So they got it. They got to get it together. They got to get it together, man. And if they don't, listen, it's going to be a long night for the Chicago Bulls. Skiz in the building says, I'm sorry, but Billy Donovan coaching is straight up ball cheeks. Is absolutely ball cheeks in this game, man. Says, I'm not mad. It's still a good game, Haize. No, this is not a good game. What are you talking about? There's nothing about this game that the Bulls are playing well. Nothing. 42% shooting from the field, 4 of 13 from three-point range. This ain't a good game. I'm sorry. It's not. The Bulls are doing some things out there. We're winning the rebounding battle. We only have 3 turnovers in the first half to their 7. But the way that this Bulls team is playing, if they keep doing this and don't dig in defensively, this ain't a good game. They're going to get completely blown out at home. You cannot get into a scoring match with a team that's the number one offense in the league. You just can't do that. And so I don't get where you're getting at, man. But hey, if we lose this game, I have to blame Billy because Jesus Christ, you see, we don't have enough size. Put Sanogo in. He doesn't necessarily have to score, but he just has to help us rebound. Well, I mean, rebounding isn't necessarily the thing that's hurting the Bulls majorly in this game. So I can understand, I get what you're getting at for sure. And Sanogo can offer more than that, some block shots as well, but the rebounding isn't the biggest thing that's hurting the Chicago Bulls right now. It's not hitting shots. It's not playing solid enough defense. It is the Indiana Pacers hitting some crazy shots on top of all of that. But hey, it's bad right now. The Indiana Pacers have 5 blocks in the first half of this game. That's something that's definitely hurting it. 7 second chance points, only the Bulls 6, and they have 15 fast break points in this game. We got to tighten up, man. We have to tighten up. The Indiana Pacers have only gotten 1 offensive rebound in this game. 1 to the Chicago Bulls 7. But you got to tighten up in those aspects, man. If the Bulls don't tighten up defensively, it's going to be ugly. It's definitely going to be ugly. Patch in the building says, can we play the only other center we have? Billy Terry isn't going to do anything for us right now. Listen, like I said, I understand that Billy Donovan just doesn't use his rookies. He doesn't. But, this is a type of game where you want to play your rookies. Haize, what are we doing? Playing P. Will and Terry Taylor at the center against Miles Turner. That doesn't work. We have no rebounding and D doing that. This is not the night for small ball. Well, Terry Taylor is a really good rebounder. So I'm not really worried about rebounding when it comes to Terry Taylor playing him against Miles Turner. And I think you're doing it for defensive purposes more than anything. I don't know if Billy Donovan trusts Adama Sanogo to defend Miles Turner right now. And I can understand that. I don't agree, but I can understand what the thinking of it is. You got to try something different. It didn't work in the first half. I would love to see Billy Donovan coach and try something different in the second half of this game, man. You got to try something different. What you tried last game, it didn't work. It's not working. So MJ says, I hate Tyrese. I love Tyrese Halliburton. I just hate it when he plays my team. Drummond so far has 3 fouls in the first half, and Billy Donovan has 2 players with more size than Terry rotting on the bench, waiting for MK Hoops to defend his boy in this one. That's funny. Hey, listen, Mark K Every time you mention his name, he pops up. He gets in his feelings. He's probably crying to his mama right now. You gotta leave Mark K alone, man. Let's see. You're gonna have to try Sanogo or Phillips instead of Taylor, in my opinion. I mean, that makes sense. Let me be clear. Everybody who's saying play Sanogo, I agree with you. It absolutely makes sense. But this is a Billy Donovan coach team, and doing something sensible from Billy Bubblegum Donovan, it only happens every once in a while. So I don't know about that one. We are legit just standing around on defense. On top of being way too small, this is a problem in Seaway's world. Agree with you. Like and again, this is something that I've been saying for the past 3 years out of training camp. The Bulls don't have enough depth and size. They don't at the big man position. They don't, and it's gonna come back and bite. We got away with it last year because Vooch stayed healthy the whole season, playing all 82 games. This is rough right now. Am I the only one who thinks Miles Turner looks like the rapper Mystical Danger? That's crazy. That's wild. That's crazy. Brandon L. Jet says Drummond have to know the situation at hand. He knows the Bulls are shorthanded at center and need to stay out of foul trouble. Yeah, definitely. And I think you saw a little bit of that. I think you saw like when Drummond didn't necessarily go up as hard for rebounds on a couple of possessions. I think he just didn't want to risk getting fouls. But this is what we talk about with Andre Drummond. This is always the give and take with Drummond, and this is why when you have Drummond coming off the bench, if he does, you just sit him back down, right? You play him as 18 minutes. Drum got to calm down a little bit in this one. Haize, Patrick Williams. I love Patrick Williams, and he's playing good, but he has to realize that this is a game he needs to take it like the. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild. Tyrese needs to come up with the swagger 3-point celebration. No swag with that little happy dance at all. That's funny. Jack Holland says Kobe only took 1 3, and it was at the end of the second quarter. That's not going to get him out of this drought. Just don't just throw them up, but try, man. He had several good looks. I mean, listen, scoring droughts gets in players' heads, and I'm sure once Kobe drains the 3, that confidence is going to start coming back. So. Billy Donovan's bubblegum is laced with crack at this point. No, because a crackhead would do something crazy out there. He's just chilling. Haize, I know they're guarding Kobe tough, and we need more from him offensively. Run him off the screens, help find a way to get him open. Well, that's easier said than done, especially when they're picking him up full court. And this Pacers team has a good defensive plan right now. And they're the second worst defensive team in the league, and right now they are cooking the Chicago Bulls defensively. Man, they got to get it in there, man. Bro, old man climbing the chairs at halftime going crazy. That's funny. I just realized, Haize, DeMar's back-to-back game winners. The first against the Pacers, Torrey Craig was the one guarding him on that shot. Was he? That's crazy. Shout out. That's wild. What's the score when Billy has gone small? Get Sanogo out there. Well, let's keep in mind, too, Adama Sanogo is a small ball center. He's only 6'9". He does have a 7'5" wingspan, 7'5", 7'6", but let's not act like he's a small ball center too. So it is what it is there. We're still running small, which is why Billy Donovan should be playing him. Quentin the Gigolo says it's been bad so far, but I like what I'm seeing from Io. Oh, yeah, Io. I like what I'm seeing from Io for sure. Definitely like what I'm seeing from Io. Thule in the building. You think Kobe's game is more affected by the defensive adjustment teams are making, or is it him being in his old head? It's probably a mixture of both, to be honest with you. Yeah, the teams are defending him differently. Like the Indiana Pacers have a game plan for Kobe because they understand if you let Kobe White get hot, that's going to get the Bulls in rhythm. Then you got to defend him out to the 3-point line. It changes things. But at the end of the day, Kobe got to step up. He got to step up, man. Old Man Winter says, Hild is eating off double teams on Halliburton. Rotating has to be crisp. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's easy to eat off things when you have the teeth that Buddy Hield has. Like Buddy Hield could chew through steel. Like you just know that Buddy Hield has never had problems chewing anything, bro. An ear of corn, he just bites right through the ear of corn. A well done steak, he chews it like it's a medium rare steak. Them teeth, man. Like I'm sure Buddy Hield could bite the muffler off a car. I'm 100% sure he could. One chop. Not you ain't even got to worry about it. The muffler's gone. It's up out of there. It's done. The jaws of life, That's Buddy Hield. He'll save lives, bro. If basketball don't work out for him at some point, he has a whole second career as a paramedic because he is going to be pulling people out of cars. Silly MFers want to say we should start Drummond over Vooch. This is why you don't start Drummond, because he gets into foul trouble. He's better coming off the bench never, in my opinion. I mean, listen, unfortunately, he's the center we got for the starting center we got for the next week, but I definitely agree with what more your points there. Bulls fans better appreciate and respect what we're seeing from Drum. We have a literal top 10 to 15 center in the history of the NBA on our team. Put some respect. No, he's a top 10 to 15 rebounder, not center. There's a lot of things that go into being a center that will make you a top 10, 15 center of all time. Let's go ahead and let's not embellish. Let's talk about the reality of it. He's a top 10 to 15 rebounder in the league, not a center. In NBA history, Drum top 10 to 15? Come on, bro. You got to stop smoking cocaine, fam. Like, you got to stop smoking cocaine. Like, Jack Holland, you've been tripping with your points lately, bro. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? Dan Mayo in the building says, if Pistons remain losing, will they do a desperate move for hell? Zach LaVine, give us Cade? No, that's not good. What, bro? Come on, man. This ain't 2K, bro. Like, come on, bro. They're not giving up Cade for Zach LaVine. Come on, man. Hella funny. Reminds me of Mr. Ed with those big old teeth, bro. Like, that's, hey, listen. Bro, like, one of the worst things that can happen in life. Could you imagine if you were walking, minding your own business, and out of a dark alley you saw Buddy Hield running towards you to bite you with those teeth? That's terrifying. That's legitimately terrifying. Like, that's scary. I'd have to shoot him. Like, I'd have to shoot him, bro. That's crazy. I'd have to shoot him. Spicy Butter says, Buddy looking like Otis, the security guard from the Martin. That's funny. The Pistons had 19-point lead at halftime. Boston has tied up the game. Sorry, but Detroit's going to break the record for the most losses in a row. Damn, that's crazy. I was hoping that they were going to win that game, man. Hoping they were going to win it. But, hey, it is what it is, man. That's crazy. I didn't put rebounding on there, my guy. I did early, but retyped it and left it out. I'm smoking that good, my man, but that don't matter. Hey, that's funny. But all right, so I'll be back here for post-game show, man. I love